Hello. I'm a little early, huh? Hey, John. I don't know. Nobody may be interested in this, John. Usually there's people in here before I start. That might have been an error. But it is 5 o'clock on a Monday. My cat is behind my chair. Hey, Chunky. Did you get my email? Chunky, nobody may show up. Oh, good. Okay. Hey, Melissa. My cat is under my chair playing with something, which is disturbing in case it's a bug. We're going to hope it's not a bug, because it is snowing and all that fun stuff outside. What are you doing, Thrasher? She's funny. I think it's going to be good, Melissa. I hope. I'm going to do a couple of things. Hey, Broken Spinnerbait. Oh, good. Okay, and I have some other ones, too. Like, Chunky, are you going tonight? Just say yes or no, because we're just going to rate you when we're done. That's all I wanted to know. I sent you another email. I don't know if you guys can hear. No. Okay, you're not. Okay. Gotcha. Scrapping Irish Raid. Hey, Ralph. Hey, UK Scrapper. Hey, Jake. Okay. No worries, Bobcat. Wow, that was nice of him to raid me. I couldn't even get in there today. I had stuff going on here. Hey, Big Joe. Hey, Hazy. Hello, Ellibelle. Hey, Paul. Thank you for raiding me, Scrapping Irish. I don't know if he can hear me yet. He's not here. Hey, Jason. Sail to Spear. Hey, how's it going? Hi, Carlisle. How are you? Fabulous. Hey, Shark. Hey, Ace. It's like, hello, 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 hello. Harkness. What's up? Yeah, that's cool. That was nice of him to do that. If you hear random things in the background, that is my husband. Hey, Illegal. Hello, Mills. You can come in, Lola. Baby, when you walk by, can you push that door open so she'll come in? She won't push it. When you're done. Well, okay. So we got about 20 people in here. I think I'm going to make this spot on Mondays. Hey, Trappers. No, you're fine. Carlisle, no worries at all. I'm happy that you're here. If everybody doesn't have Carlisle, I like his channel. It's an outdoors channel. It's really cool. It's in the UK. I just like it. And he has a dog. I'm always drawn to the dogs that are like mine for some reason. Oh, yeah, I change it all the time. I move it around Sail the Spear so that people have, sure which door shark. So people have, I think I got lipstick on my teeth. Hello, Phil. Hello, Dan. Hello, Miss Christina. Hi, Dunlap. Tanya. Well, I think what I'm going to do is on Mondays, at least for right now. Oh, I figured you knew each other. Yeah. Hey, homesteading in Idaho. How are you? Through the week okay, let me try to focus here. Tyson is awesome. I love Tyson. That's Carlisle's dog. No, she already went out. She just wants to come in here. And I had the door pushed shut. I don't know why I did that. I forgot she won't push the door open. But last week I was kind of inspired to talk about live streaming and what kind of live streamer are you and how do you handle that, and that kind of stuff. And it was a really good conversation and everybody really enjoyed it. And I am no pro at this yet. I will say that out loud. Hey, Mark, but I will study everything I can all the time and try to. No, I can't and wouldn't even want to, Phil. Are you going to do that? Hey, Sunnies. I saw that you're going to eat. Is that tonight? No, I'm not eating. I won't even eat those. No. Hey, Ed. No, I'm not a pro. So, but I am aware of things and I watch different YouTube suggestions and I watch what they give us in Creator and I watch some things that Nick Nimmin puts out and various other things, and running something like StreamYard. I am on StreamYard, Part Nest. Are they White Castle burgers? Yeah, Dan, are they White Castle burgers? Hey, Gio. So the one thing I started looking around, and I know not everybody in here is an outdoors channel, but I started looking around at a lot of the outdoors channels that have been around for a really long time. And I thought, because everybody always says, nobody promotes outdoors channels. And I'm like, why do they do that? I mean, I understand everybody does hunting and fishing and stuff like that. He does, Shark. He's really cool. And I watch his stuff and a couple of other people. Come on in, baby. Come in. Because I would like to thank you. Illegal, you're so sweet. Lay down, baby. And so I started looking around, and I do that. I'll look at, the larger channels, the really big, very successful YouTube channels. Then I'll look at some of the smaller ones, and I'll look at how their meta file data and their suggestions are set up and how their descriptions are set up. And there were several consistencies that I noticed that a lot of the smaller channels that I see aren't doing. And so I thought, well, and then I have some people that don't even know how to change the profile picture or just basic little things. I thought we just kind of all discuss that. And there's a lot of knowledge. I feel like in the group that I'm in, if I mention something, it'll spark off something for someone to say something else. And I think it'll be a really good discussion. So I'm going to stick to a couple of different things, and I'll try to share my screen when I get to that point so everybody knows what I'm talking about. And White Castle. Name was, oh, that's funny. Yeah. Well, in my head, there's homesteading channels. All the outdoors channels to me are homes. I have categories for myself. Ace. So hunting and fishing and trapping and homesteading. That's a lot of outdoors channels. Then you have coin groups. Then you have the spicy group. Then you've got all beauty groups and people who do reactions, and you have all these different groups. So I go and I look everywhere. Yes, Part Nest, absolutely. Hey, Half Crazy. So I just, sometimes everybody knows I multitask, and yes. Step one, if you're a channel and you use your phone to video, turn it landscape. Never video straight up and down. Always video landscape. It will drive people crazy and they will not watch your videos because you have these huge, gigantic, either white or black spaces on each side. And I learned that. My friend messaged me and said, hey, that was in the very beginning. Hey, Dirty Rotten Imbecile, how are you? Yankee Outdoors is another channel. You need to be yourself and develop your own style. No. And that's not what I mean. Hey, Tinker's Wife. I don't mean the style in how they do their videoing or anything like that. And I'll get into that a little bit. I just noticed that there are just some things that hey, Ashley, hey, Jeremy. I am super proud of you. Nobody wants VVS. I don't know what Yes, exactly. So you go and you look around, and it's not that I'm not looking at, hey, do I want to be like them? I want to be myself and I want to make things in my way. I'm looking at the data of it because a lot of you guys don't know, hey, JC's Oregon Homestead. Um, yes, it makes me crazy, Carlisle, when people do sideways. So, um, yeah. So but there are a lot of things from a technical standpoint that you can set up and structure in your descriptions, things like that, and then add whatever you want. But these are things that help the algorithm, help YouTube see you, help people search for you. There's various different things that are just basic little things that can help you. And so I thought that I would try to talk about a few of those today, and then I'm going to study some more on a couple of other topics. So I think Mondays, at least for a little bit, if everybody enjoys these topics and things like that, I think I'm going to talk about small channel things and have all of this knowledge that all of us bring together as a group. Vertical video syndrome. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Ralph, that's hilarious. Unless you start doing YouTube shorts, then they must be in vertical format. And Shark, I don't even know anything about that yet. No, Patty, I did not know anything about that yet. A new option, it's made for portrait to be viewed on phones. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. So maybe that's something I can do not next week, but the week after. Okay, so what's basic? So let's talk about basic setup. And I'm going really far here, guys, because there's a lot of people that don't even put a profile picture in. The first thing, and this is in my opinion and what I have learned, when you get ready to set up your channel name, go search it. Go search, like if you search MoHomesteading, I'm the only one you're going to find. It's it. There's nobody else. You may pull up some other homesteaders that have typed in MO homesteading in their descriptions or something like that because they're in Missouri, but there is no other Mo homesteading anywhere. Um, if you, I support everything that supports VBS. Okay, Dunlap, we'll see you later. So, but the first thing I think you need to do when you're really thinking about it, because I know Amanda Thompson, and she's probably not in here because she's asleep, but she's in the Australia, and she's a friend of all of the outdoor channels, and she goes in there everywhere, and she decided she was going to change her channel name from her name because she really wasn't going to do a channel, and I think people start out that way and then they start getting into things a little bit and they go, oh, I want to make my own channel, and there's a couple of things when making a channel name and breaking it down. Hey, Judith, and Freaky Geek, if I didn't say that out loud, hi. When breaking it down, like if you're going to be in live streams and you want people to find you easily or be able to tag you easily, there's a couple of things that can slow people, especially on a phone, well, you can't really do it on a phone, but on my laptop, I can tell you something that slows me down in typing is when you have like Amanda changed hers. Well, here's an example. JNC's Oregon Homestead. For me, it's hard for me to type J and C's. So it takes, and I'm a fast typer because I have to go up and hit the shift and hit 7 but if you do J space and space C, then people, when you're in a live chat to tag you, it's so much easier to tag you because it's already used as an example. But it just popped up there. It makes it easier to type in and be able to tag somebody. It also, from a standpoint of, hey, Pete. Yeah, Patty, Tinker's wife. Yes. And it's hey, Mills. I know he already was in here. Hey, David. Small trade. Yeah, sorry. I didn't want to. I was like, I'm really nice. I wasn't trying to call you out, but your thing popped up there. And it's not bad. It just makes it harder for me when I'm tagging in live streams. So it's one of those things that if I type in hey, pharmacy seeds. I am talking about basic setup, in my opinion, and then getting people's feedbacks. Ed's model madness, then it would be difficult for me to do anything other than models. This is true. I remember that. Hi, Raphael. You guys are so nice. Hey, Georgia Trapping and Fishing. But like if I'm in a live stream just as a basic and I go in and I type in any of the people that have, like I put an @ sign and I want to highlight them, anyone that has in the beginning, it's going to pop up. And then I can hit space F. And then I'm going to get the Pharmacy Seeds Network, or I'm going to get the space T, Tinker's Why, that kind of stuff. But also from a standpoint of how many other channels have the same exact name as yours? Is yours going to be the first one that pops up? And this is if you're originally starting out your channel. You know what I mean? Like, I doubt very seriously there's anyone that's David's Mule Train. There may be something's David's, but I doubt there's too many channels out there with David's Mule Train. I can't see that being something. Hi, Gail. Yes, Part Nest, I think yours is too. I haven't looked, but so it's one of those things when you're thinking about it. So Amanda made hers A and B Outback Adventures, which I think is a really cool because she's an A for one, and it's Amanda and Booster. It's her and her beautiful, gigantic dog that's just fabulous. And so I think that was a really nice thing for her to change hers to. This is the reason I picked Carlisle 195. Yeah. And I don't think sometimes that people really know all of those things when they're starting their channel and they go in and they make this channel name and then they find out this is part of the reason why you have to have a profile picture. Exactly. They find out that there's 100 million other channels that have the same name that they thought of. And it makes it very difficult for people to find them. I know that Wish phones had the tag option. Yes, I wish they did too. You are the only Ralph Mork in the world. This is true. I doubt you're the only. Are you the only one? Just the only one, Ralph? Are you sure? I think yours is fine, Gail. I haven't looked it up to see if there's a whole bunch of other ones like that, but it's if you have to have at least 3 letters when you're typing in a live chat. You know what I mean? I changed mine but left the and. Thank you. Because yours was hard, I have to say. Because it takes the first 3 letters and searches on the first 3 letters. Oh, I bet you do too, Raphael. Yay! Somebody comes in with a ponytail cut off. Can you glue it back? So funny. Hey, you're so nice. That's funny. But but it really is, and I don't think sometimes that a lot of channels really know those little things to do. So I am going to try to share my screen a little bit. So that was the first thing. Make a profile picture that's distinctive. That is you, is your emblem, is your logo, is a picture of you. Hey, Trapper Jay, is a wolf, a coyote, not a wolf. Oh, is Pharmacy Seeds leaving? Let me handle more than one. I also checked the copyright on my name before I started as well and paid a small fee each year just in case it ever took off. You know, I hadn't even thought about that. And that's something I need to look into. So maybe you and I can talk about that because I don't know anything about that and we can teach everybody else. Because I think sometimes people that are smaller channels to begin with, they really have to learn. You're so cute, Patty. And I like yours, Big Joe. Okay. Have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy C. How you doing? So, and I thought about doing that too, Sunny. I haven't gotten that far yet. I think there's like a standard type of thing. If you really are going to do this and you're going to hit it hard and it's going to be your thing, that you do, there's certain things that are just like a checklist. And I'm one of these people in my business mind, and in some other things, but mostly in my business mind, not in the artist mind. I have to have 10 steps, right? So you look at the 10 steps and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 10 steps pretty much in anything you do in accounting, or 50. But everything goes in a flow. And if you do 1, 2, and 3, and then you skip 4 and 5, and you go way out here and do 3.5 or whatever, the flow of whatever you're trying to do is not going to work. And I think that YouTube is kind of like that. I think you have to do certain things that they recommend, that they suggest. You have to follow community guidelines because they put those in place for a reason. And I think that they will hammer hard on people eventually if you're not following them. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might be in a couple of months or a year. But if they've got it in as a rule and you're doing something outside of what they want done, it might affect you as either someone that is already established, which I doubt it would affect you as much. But if you aren't monetized yet, you totally have to. No, you're not, Jay. You're fine. Hey, Outdoors Addiction. Oh, I missed something. Hold on. It's cheap enough to register a domain, only a few dollars a year. So, okay. Yeah, I think it would be too. Trapper Jay, what did you think? Okay. Jumbo anchors. You're not, Jay. You're so silly. Upload anything. Yes. Hey, Tussle. Hey, Brandy. By the way, that is my real sis. That's not like a YouTube sis. That's my real sister. I only have one. Hi, Outside the Haze. Yeah, and one of the things, hey, Restore Store, how are you? Thank you for coming in here. I haven't seen you in forever. Basically, give Google what they want, have interesting content, and don't post shaky camera work. Yeah, I mean, you want to just get stuff up there to begin with, just to get yourself used to it, especially if you're someone that isn't used to it, but you do want to put out good quality stuff, because the more quality you have, the better people are going to want to watch it more. So, but a lot of people have to get there. That's so, hey, Auntie. I can't believe Restore Store came in here. You guys are up late. I miss you guys, honestly. I really enjoyed your live streams. Just because I might not get a chance to talk to you again. I always enjoyed your live streams, and you just went away. They were fun. So anyway. Hi, Ernie. Hi, Miss Bess. Miss Lisa. Miss Bess. Yeah. Jay, hi, your mom. Trapper Jay, they were saying they have some kind of short. I have to look into that. They have kind of YouTube shorts where it's made for you to hold your phone that way. So maybe it's some kind of competition with TikTok or something. I need to research that. Yes, wind noise makes me crazy too. Big shadows on my face. I did that when I first started. Having shadows across your face where you can't see the person's face makes me crazy. Well, thank you. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, it's been like, 5 years now with cell phones as video. Yeah, for landscape, right. So, the first, like I said, the first things were promoting PBS. No, Miss Lisa, not at all. I call everyone Miss Lisa. Like, not everyone, but I call everyone Miss. It's a Southern, actually, it's probably a Mississippi thing from when I was younger. Hi, Buying Space. Hey, Street Copper. Y'all are cracking me up. Made me lose my train of thought. Oh, Miss Lisa, I think it's just a Southern thing. Totally is. I'm telling you. I call everybody Miss. Lighting and audio is a big thing. But the other thing too is, you know, I have to hold myself back from buying this huge camera and all of this stuff. I'm not there yet. Yes, we all do it, kiddos. Also, sign of respect. Yes, it is a sign of respect. By the way, Miss Lisa, Ellie is my daughter. Yes, it's a Southern thing for sure. Hey, J Dub. Yeah, and that's the thing that to think of too when in thumbnails. In thumbnails, you have to remember when you're looking at it on your phone, is your thumbnail standing out? You know what I mean? When I'm going through the 1,000 people notifications that I get every day of who I'm watching first and who I'm going to put in watch later first, is your thumbnail standing out to me where I'm going to see it? Or do I have to go back and find you and see what you put on? Hey, Line Cook, how are you? Miss Patty. Yeah, yeah. I even if people are married, I call them Miss as respect. No, Ed, you got a mess. Is that good or bad? Don't leave the house with an understand. True. How wind is real. And I think that's why some of the outdoors channels get those to cover the mic, just to keep some of it down so you can hear what they're saying. Got a big camera, wouldn't recommend it unless you're making money with a camera. Yeah. And I think, if you get to the point where you're really making money on YouTube, or you just do it as a hobby and you want to spend that money, go ahead. But if you're a smaller YouTuber, use your phone. I miss the South up here in DC. Yeah, you don't get any Mr. and Mrs. Thank you or you're welcome to. No, one of the first books I gave my grandkids next door was a book that was please, thank you, you're welcome, that kind of stuff. Hi, Lynn. Oh, okay, Lisa. Cool. So let me see if I can open a screen and we'll talk about just a couple of different things. Let me get there. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves for like half a second. I probably should have set this up before I started, but I didn't. So, that's not what I wanted to do. Shoot. How's everybody's weather? We got a little bit of snow, ice, sleet, all mixed together here. So my chickens are really cold. Lola was enjoying playing outside earlier, but I don't think she's going to enjoy her feet. She always in winter doesn't like her feet getting that way. How'd you guys like that thumbnail? I thought that was kind of a cool little. Okay. Let's see. So I'm going to use my channel as an example. And let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Let me catch up. Buying space, 1,000, 1,002. Lots of good channels that only use their phone. Yes, I think so too. Audio more important than image quality. And your phone will shoot 4K. Yeah. The weather is outside where it belongs. I was going to ask if you got any snow. We did up here. Yeah. I'm thinking we got several inches. It didn't all stick, but it's just a big icy mess out there right now. 70 up to 82, 74, no wind. Yeah, Josh, 40s and no rain. I think it's, if you're planning on doing that, do what you got to do, but don't feel like you have to, because people will watch your stuff. A lot of those big giant YouTubers have absolute social media people and cameramen and everything else. So, if you're planning on being a big giant YouTuber someday, you can get somebody to do all of it for you. So it doesn't matter. Okay, so let me see if it'll let me share my screen. Entire screen. Application window. Chrome tab. We're going to see this. Let's see what happens. Did that work? Ah, ta-da! Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. This is my about page, okay? And one of the things that I noticed, and I went around and I looked at lots of people's about pages, and I went to a couple of live streams that like Two Family Homestead and people that give advice on how to set up your channels and things like that over the past year and a half, outside the haze with a GoPro. Jay. Well, that's always interesting. I told Jay I would hire him. Hi, Michael. So one of the things is make it readable, legible, readable. Introduce yourself, tell what your channel's about. Most people put their mailing address in here, but make it structured where you can actually figure out what the channel is about. Mine is, and I don't know why description's up there. I need to fix that. Welcome to my channel. Please join me on my journey. I'm more than just a homesteader. I'm also an artist and truly believe in the real food movement. I will be building a small town, sustainable, organic, self-sufficient homestead one day at a time, along with many other things. So if you're wondering who is Mo, she is an artist. She's more than just homesteading, lives in Missouri, will use modern techniques, infusing old school on her homesteading, I don't know what I said there, adventure. And it has my catchphrase, my address, and I need to fix it because I've messed it up somehow. It says all, oh no, I guess I put that in there. All social media homesteading. And then if you look down in here, you have details. Well, view email address, that's for business inquiries. There's a place in setup to put that. And then I have my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and my Teespring in the links so that I'm easy to get a hold of. So it has my email, my address, any of my other social medias, and it explains what my channel is going to be about to a degree. So if you have let me go see what everybody's talking about. That would blow my computer. Dampen anything. Okay. Pouring and raining, upstate New York. Doing YouTube as a single person is a challenge. Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people that even if they're married, one of the spouses is doing it. It's not both of them. There are a lot of homesteaders and other people who really do. Both of them are in all of the videos. They share all the responsibilities and things like that. But I think there's a lot more where it's one single person that decided to do it in the relationship. Are there any more sections you can add to your home tab? There are lots of different sections you can add to your home tab. But I will go through, I think I'll do that another time, Part Nest, because if I get too far off of how do I get you to do a review on my channel? I wasn't going to do anything like that. We can all talk about it and I can just give you my advice, but I'm not I will clarify this yet. I am not a YouTube professional yet, but I am learning just like everyone else. And I really wanted to, as we all help each other and we try to grow our channels and things like that, I want to I try to answer some questions that I don't work full time. Some people do work full time and have 4 little kids and a husband, or 4 little kids and a wife, and they have all these other things, and I don't work full time. So if I can share my knowledge with my friends, then I have a little more time to look at it. But yeah, I'll look at anybody's just to look at it and help them out. Where are we coming from? 29 winter mix. Okay, let me get caught up. Your email cannot be accessed on a phone, only on laptop or computer. Right. So, and that's something else that I do. I add all that information into every description in every video I have. And that'll be something else I'll show you guys. Trapper J, get the coyote done. Hey, BFO. Trapper J. Big Toe is terrible at it. But yeah, Partnest, you can add all kinds of different things. And I'll get to that. I'll probably do that next week, maybe. Why is it a home tab and not a home tab? I'll never be professional. I will always be awesome. Let us know when you're try. Okay. Okay. So the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about was each person can, and I'll do that just for basics. Each person can set up their homepage and what your subscriber is going to see when they first come to your homepage. So on mine, this is what you're going to see. I'm live right now. So this is going to be the first thing that pops up. It's going to be the first section if I'm live. The next section for me is my featured channels. And I do not show all the channels that I am attached to. I rotate these channels every once in a while. But I will always, the ones that, see, I've got like 10 or 15. And I'll rotate these every once in a while, but I will tell you, it's always good for your channel to put the people that inspired you, I'm going to say, or that are larger channels in your niche as a featured channel. And then I put, this is all of my uploads is my next section. And then my popular uploads are at the bottom, but there's more that you can add other sections and make it completely different, right? So I think that customizing your channel, and it does take, hi Chunky, you're welcome. I don't know what I did to say thank you for. Homepage should have a banner and trailer and make playlists. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. It's each person. Like, I don't have an intro. I use whatever and I may get one someday, but I don't have one right now. She's giving my remarks a break. I am not. I just am looking at the other page. Why is she laughing at all my comments? Because I can see you saying it. That's why. Hey Trey. Hey James Dockery. It's like Ralph. I laugh at all Ralphs too. Yeah, exactly. I think my channel still has training wheels, but as I learn, yeah, Sunny, to work full time and 2 kids. Yeah. So it's one of those where, right. Yeah, Sunny. Okay. Let me go back down here. Hi, Robert James. And I haven't done a trailer or a real intro, or I haven't gotten that far, and I think that as we learn things, then we'll change our channels a little bit at a time. Because if you try to do it all at once, I mean, you could, but it's going to take a lot of work. So this is all of my videos, and I try to make my thumbnails where it's either my artwork or something that someone's going to go, oh, let's see what that is. You know what I mean? I haven't really done the whole ad, how some people have add the lines to around the words or stuff like that. I just haven't gotten that far. Now, the other thing that I really wanted to talk about, other than, let's go down a little bit. Okay. Other than, don't really need an intro. I just got one because it's the best part of my content and people will watch a minute. Yeah, they'll watch it. I need an intro and a theme song. I'll pay for unique stuff, not for templates. Yeah, and I slapped a riverbank. The banner has to be a certain size. Banner is hard for me. I have not quite figured out the banner thing yet. I've made a couple of them, and then I realized that I made it just like my favorite channel, and so I got rid of it. I don't want to, and that's just because that's what I see all the time. So when I was creating it, I was like, oh, that looks good. And then I went over to Lemon Acres, and it looked similar to theirs. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's just not cool. So I took it out. But for me, I haven't quite gotten to where I can create the banner yet, because I think it is a little difficult. Freaky geek. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this because I feel like this is really important too. I started playing with the whole Mo thing, and especially I think it was in a conversation all of us were having about, and Trapper Jay in that conversation, whoever was there was like Mo Adventures and Mo this and Mo that. Well, that's exactly what I did, because to me, Mo is not just Missouri. It's more than. It's more adventures, or Mo's adventures, or they're mine. So I decided to change, and I have a whole bunch more in here that don't have videos in here yet for my playlists, but I have Mo live streams. I have all things Mo, which is all the videos that I'm gonna put out. I have Mo Community Real World Give Back, and that's because I know we'll do more of those. I have my homesteading blog. I have stories because I plan on doing some reading of stories, or what's it called? Foxfire book stories, things like that. I'm going to have cooking and recipes, gardening, animals, but then I have like 5 or 6 others that you can't see because I don't have any videos in there yet. And I think it's really important to put descriptions in these. So if I go, let's say I go to view full playlist, right? Community give back. One person can make a difference, even one hug. So you just put a little description in there so that people know what that playlist is about and what it means when they go in there. And I think it does make a difference in how your channel looks. It looks more professional. My mom. Hey, Rhonda. I do borders and text with emojis if appropriate because the color pops. Yeah. And those are things that I think everybody kind of figures out as they're going along. Yeah. And you know what, Freaky Geek? A lot of people didn't. What? Your name is not Mo? No. No, my name is not Mo. Yeah, it's more than. More. It's more. So those are a couple of the things I want to talk about. I'm going to stop sharing now. What do I do? Stop screen. There we go. Okay. Mo just lost his meaning. But I think that there are just these little basic things, and I'll share some more here in just a few minutes. These little basic things that when someone goes to your channel and they pull up your about page and it's blank, and you haven't put something in describing what your channel is, I think it makes people just not go look. It's like, okay, well, they haven't figured it out yet, because they're not like everybody else. And if somebody's trying to find out what your channel is all about, they're not going to go in and watch a whole bunch of videos to try to find out. They may look at a couple, but they're not going to. Why do you say that? Why do you say that, though? Is that good or bad? Don't make me be sensitive, no. But I think it does. I think, and we try to say, oh, we're just going to do it this way, and we're here to help each other. That's what small YouTubers do. I'm out. Time to sleep for me, 1:45. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Raphael, for coming in. I with Ed on this. My name is Tanya. My name is not Mo. But people call me Mo now. That's like my nickname. So Hi, poor Trapper. Lots of stuff. All kinds of stuff. But there'll be more. But I think that, you know, have fun with your channel and have fun with the videos and do what but we can all help each other. Like if somebody needed me to help them figure out if they don't have someone to do that for them and they needed help, I would help them. No. That's how you say it, Tanya. Hi, fishing with squirrel. And she was Tanya. So I think her real name was Tanya. And people would call her Tanya. And mine the opposite. Mine is spelled Tanya, but it's pronounced Tanya. So that's cool. Hi, Homestead Aquarius. Yep, Tanya, aka Mo. Yeah, just like they call you Geo. Right, exactly. Geo Bushcraft and Outdoors. That's not his real name. His real name's Bragg. But, you know, people call him, and that's the way it goes. Yeah, yeah. But if you're looking to do basic structure and you want it to, I haven't in years. I skated, but I used to skate really well, roller skate, and yeah, absolutely did. But I haven't ice skated in years. Can't even remember the last time. Oh, good. Okay, good, Deb. I'm glad. Because I just think it's not, I don't really want to be that person that goes in and says, oh, you need to do this with your channel, you know, or critique your channel and say, oh, you should do this and you should do that. But if I give advice on what I'm finding and how I'm learning how to do things, at least I'm trying to help. And it's a friendly face. It's someone you know in our groups. You know, it's not being in a live stream where there's 1,000 people and it's just popping so far fast that you can't ask that person a question. Oh, you know what's funny about that, Ed? One of my best friends' name is Nancy. And we used to laugh about that all the time because of Tanya and Nancy. It's funny. Oh, he might have been calling me that. No, I don't ice skate. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. You're funny. But I do think that that's the doing the setup and really sitting down and saying, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to think about this. And I did that when I first started, and I've changed it since then. And I've moved it around, and the only thing I haven't really changed too much is my banner, and I'm going to soon. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to change that banner. I'm going to make it different because I'm going to add, once I figure out my live stream times, because I'll probably do between 2 and 3 a week because I have so many different things that I want, and I like doing live streaming. I'm not necessarily going to be a live streamer as far as, you know, every single night. I'm going to try to have specific topics or like this. You know, I think this is a good topic for everybody to talk about. And so, you know, as I learn things, I want to share with everybody else, you know. And I went and researched meta files or keywords today and how to find them on other people's channels through the source codes and kind of get an idea, which is what I don't use TubeBuddy. I haven't. I know a lot of people do, but I haven't. I want to learn to do it myself. And, you know, I may in the long run, but I can find all the information that TubeBuddy pulls out and consolidates. I'm an analytical person. I'm an analyst type of financial person and computer person. So I want to try to do it myself. It's like a channel that gives advice on how to grow your YouTube channel, only has 100 subs. Right. Don't want to be that. I just want to hang out with my friends and say, you know, hey guys, did you see this? This is something that I studied and here's what it is. And you're not talking to yourself. That's the whole thing. You have to realize I'm talking to you, Doug. And I can hear if you do it long enough, and people have, like, I can't hear poor boy Trapper's voice because I've never heard his voice when he types. So I look at how he types it. Ed, I hear Ed's voice. I hear J-Dub's voice. I hear John's voice. I can hear Geo Bushcraft's voice when he types things out, and I don't know what the thing about the Al Yankovic was. Hold on. And I'm not putting TubeBuddy down, by the way. I want to know how to do it myself. I don't want to use a outside service to do what I should be able to learn to see and analyze on my own, if I can. Who is how? Oh, okay. Talking to you, not at you. True. Yeah. I do. I guess. But I can hear them, I can hear J-Dub going, I'm not into the whole live streaming thing. I can't talk to myself for hours. And he's like, shaking his hair or something. So it's one of those things. But I think it's easier. Yeah, I do remember roller skating. Yeah, we did a lot of roller skating. I do think that having someone that is researching and going through some of the same things you are, is, as far as being a smaller channel and growing and trying to figure out how YouTube works, because I'm going to tell you right now, one of the biggest things you can do is they want you to watch their videos. They make those creator videos for a reason. They have some new things out. Hi, Robertson's Belly, not Robertson's Bellies. Exactly, J-Dub, for me. And some people want it because it gives you little awards and you can share that out and say, hey, I hit 500 subscribers or I hit 1,000, and people need that. But I would rather just look at it myself. I can look at the meta files and metadata on, different things, and I don't pull it off every single channel there is and consolidate it, but the ones that I want to look at, I can see what keywords people are using in trending videos or all those things. I'm not perfect, but I'd like to try to learn it for myself. Where they reach such a milestone. Yeah. So I just thought, I would try to do this type of chat and see how everybody enjoyed it, because everybody did enjoy it last week. And so that way all of us kind of learn together, or if my other friends, if they can't be in here today, they want to watch back, they can watch it back and listen to some of the things that we talked about. Okay, so what do we talk about? Making sure you have a profile picture, making sure your about page is set up, Oh, okay, here's what I'm going to say. And I've said this before in another live stream, and I can't remember which one it was, but in the job that I did, the biggest thing a computer wants is it wants all of the fields completed. So if you have an application for something, right? Dr. Pepper Coke. Oh, yeah. I was tickled when the screen had confetti when 100 was broken. Yeah. That's funny. But a computer wants data, right? And so if you've got 10 blanks and you only fill out 5 of them, that computer doesn't have all the data. So if you're wanting to analyze that data or search that data or anything like that, if you don't fill out all the blanks, then it's going to make it more difficult for that computer or that person or whoever to search that data, right? So I look at all of the things that YouTube asks us, as far as watch the Creator Studio, fill out this information. Here is a way to share your email address. Here is a way to share your other social media links or links to your web pages or anything. Oh, we're good, Ralph. No worries. You know what, Ed? I think you would. I think there are some people that would still. I think that YouTube changes a lot of people, no matter how big they get. And but it's the person who makes the channel. So if you get to the point where you don't feel like you're so big that you just can't keep up with it, do a live stream. And I just think there's a way to do it, and I could be wrong because I'm not there. I'm not at the point where I have even 10,000 subscribers. I'm almost to 2 right now. So we'll see. Root beer. Okay. See you later, Freaky Geek. Thanks for coming in. So I think it's one of those things where you have to just stay humble and keep your balance. And if you're not going to stay humble and keep your balance, don't start out that way, because you'll be found out eventually. People won't. But then the new people won't care because they won't know who you were before. So you may lose all your original people, but if you're not worried about losing all your original people, then the new people are going to look at you in a different manner. It's like, I think when we all, like, I think we all look, let's see, how can I say this? There's always a bigger YouTuber that everyone goes, oh yeah, we love them and they're great. And, they worked really hard to get where they were. It didn't come easy. There's some people that just have a viral video and their channel blows up and they don't even understand it all. But there are people that slowly, it took them 3, 4, 5 years to grow to the point they got to. And yeah, you got to understand that it is slow. And for artists, it's even slower, Steve. Just straight art channels, it's hard. You just have to get out there and find people. I've been looking for artists forever that I can get to know like this, like you. Get my chat stall. I'm losing people. It's almost 6. I know there's probably some other people coming up. But yeah. And then there was something else I was going to tell you guys. Oh, feels very slow. Yeah, I mean, you got to figure, I started my very first video. Here, let's see when my very first video was. We're going to share screen again. We're going to go to Chrome tab, MoHomesteading, and share. Okay, so my very first video I loaded was in February of 2019. I'm not going to run that because it'll slow us down if it'll let me go backwards. Okay, so the very first video I loaded was in February of 2019. I got but don't get down though. I just smell stuff. It's all right. Hi, Maurice. It does help to find communities and networks. Networking helps a huge amount, and once you get to your 1,000, I mean, subscribers are a big deal, but views are more important. Once you hit monetization, your views are are more important than having 5 million subscribers. It'll always be great to have that many, but so I did mine in a weird way. First of all, I loaded the first video. I started watching other videos and I got to like 100 subscribers and I was thrilled. And then I started seeing some drama with some of the homesteading channels that I watched. And let's stop screen. And so I got a little discouraged by that because I wasn't sure. Hi, David. I wasn't sure that I really wanted to deal with all of that. So I look at me really starting to learn YouTube, to get into live streams, to do creating of videos, which I did sporadically and still do sporadically, which has to change. That's why I decided on this 5 o'clock spot on Mondays. I'm going to continue to do this and do some others. Miss Kelly Raid. Hi, Lewis. Well, that's nice of her. Hi, Simon. But it took a little while for me to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and this is going to work. But I still am slow about things, I guess. I wanted to learn people and get to know people, and I went into a lot of live streams and, helped people out on their stuff, and it just takes, and then whenever I got that email from YouTube and said, hey, you better get your channel hours and get it monetized because we're going to make you reapply, I went, oh, holy crud. Hi, Miss Kelly. We're doing great. It is a long grind. And I think that if you are dedicated to it and you don't let your ego get too big about, I have to do it right now and I want it to be fast and I want it to blow up quick. If you can just have fun with it, you'll do so much better. But I will continue to say, watch the videos that YouTube puts out. Read what they put out. They do newsletters, they do videos. Read it, understand what they're wanting you to do, because, as a smaller channel, before you get monetized, hi, Gina, they want you to follow the rules. Once you're monetized, I think that they want you to follow the rules, but the bigger you get, the less they care about the rules. Like if you get really big and you're making a massive bucks, they're not going to worry about that too much. Not unless it's really horrible. Primary focus with Facebook and Instagram. Secondary and then Twitter. I get more additional engagement on Facebook and Instagram. Oh yeah, I will. I won't change. I'm going to be this. I've always said that. It's not possible. Ask my sister. It's not possible. I'm always going to do, hey, Matt, because I want to, have fun with it too. I don't want it to just be something that I'm in it to make money. If I make money, great. If I don't, be a lot of work, but it's fun for me. What do you think is a good balance of putting out videos and live streams? I've researched that a little bit, and there's some people that truly believe, and I have not gotten any kind of confirmation with that, but they truly believe that if you have too many live streams, you'll be tagged as a live streamer. If so you can, as an analytic. But to me, if your balance is good and you're putting out, so let's say you want to put out 2 videos a week, do a live stream a week too. Put out 3 videos a week. I always say, do more videos than you would live streams. Like right now, I would think I would be considered a live streamer almost because I haven't put out any videos in a while. But once no worries, Matt, no worries. And some people start out putting out one video a week. The biggest thing with YouTube's algorithm and suggesting is consistency, and that I know for sure. The bigger YouTubers that I know of and have watched and everything else, when they started out small, they did a video every single day for a while, and then their channel started blowing up. Now, if that's confirmed or not, if that's real information or not, I don't know. That's from me watching them and then putting out a video at the same time every single day. People who do live streams the same time every single week, so that when people are looking for them, they know where to go. You know, when I watch Lum the Acres, he's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He does 5 videos a week now. They don't do one on Wednesdays and Sundays, and he doesn't do live streams, but very, very rarely. And I think sometimes that, and I can't speak for him, but I think sometimes people just don't like to live stream. It makes them uncomfortable. They haven't learned to be in front of a camera like this. You know what I mean? Pick a day of the week and consistently post on that day. Yep, even if it's just one. If you do one video a week or one live stream a week, make sure it's the same time every week. And it'll just be, you know, yeah. And it takes time to get there, Line Cook. I set 1 a week and it is not negotiable. I missed 1 week and it did hurt. If I get 2, that's just a bonus, right? Yes, planning for a life can, and after a while it doesn't seem as stressful. You know, you can't worry about, you know, if there's 5 or 50 people in there. You just keep doing it, and you do it for an hour and done. If you have 30 people in there and everybody's having a good time and you want to stay on for 3 hours, do it. If you don't, my plan is to do 5 to 7 on Mondays. That's the first one I'm going to set in there, 5 to 7. Because usually, I mean, we've been live for an hour and 7 minutes now, and we have gone down a little bit, but it is Monday night, and there's, you know, people are working and stuff like that. So I do Friday at 6 UK time, and a second upload, content permitting, is Sunday at 6. The one I got out this week was a surprise, and it was in my phone and forgot about it. Yeah, and I started making, yes, Gina, it is so good to have a schedule. And if you put that on your page, that helps people too. So that's one thing I want to do with my banner. And once I set up, you know, am I going to have daily videos? Am I going to, you know, in the beginning, I really want to try to do that, but I haven't been successful with that yet. And I really have been trying, but things happen. So, but if I can get this going where I'm here, how long did it take me to get? Not very long. I'm going to say 6 months, maybe 8. And that was no excuse to not come hang out with Mo. I'm at work. Thanks, Stove. Yeah, I'm going to say from when I really started pushing it, 6 months. But you have to put the work in to do that. And I can tell you to call out my schedule. Okay, Ed, see you later. Hi, Teresa. But totally lost my train of thought. Oh, so I started working on a spreadsheet to put people in that had consistent times, right? And I wanted to eventually figure out my banner where I have consistent times, and I upload videos every single day, every day for a while, because I really do think it gets you in the algorithm. No worries. Bye, Teresa. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing that 2-part nest, like, and ideas. Like, whenever I'm on a live stream, everybody always jokes about me multitasking, I absolutely do. I have an Excel spreadsheet open with all these different tabs, and if I have an idea for a video or something that I would like to think about in a future video, or the name of a title, or a name of a live stream, or something I want to do a live stream on, I have it right there. I type it in because I'm not going to ever remember them all. So if I have it set up, then I put it in there, save it, and then I can go back in and go, oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Because after a while, I would think that after a while of doing videos, if they weren't just a straight blog of your daily activities like some of the homesteadings are, after a while you might not be able to think of a whole bunch of things to talk about or video about, so you've got to keep it going. So if you see something, and just because someone else does a video on the same thing you do, like I know how many trappers, and everybody does their thing their own way and videos their thing their own way, and people watch that. How many homesteaders do I know? Everybody has their things that they do, and you watch the people that you enjoy their content and how they structure it and what they're doing. Hey, Kat. Yeah, Park Nest is automotive. Problem with the banner. Whoops. Problem with the banner, I've seen most people never look at it unless they're on a PC. Right. And so when I figure out, I'm going to go in and edit my about page for sure, because I noticed that there are some things I need to fix. But I'm going to put in there live streams on Monday from 5 to 7 right now. And then as I change it over time, and I say, okay, I'm going to load videos Mondays. I'm going to load a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then do a live stream on Monday night. Well, if I start getting to where I can actually get the videos out, and I can commit to, I load videos daily, and I do a live stream on Monday for this topic or these things, and then I do a live stream on Wednesdays for live artwork and sit with me and paint or stone carve or whatever, and then I do another live stream on, you know what I mean, for coffee or whatever. So, but I got to get to where my schedule is solid and I can commit to that. It's like the whole, yes, they do. I look at everybody's. So yeah, I think especially when you're in a live stream or you're someone, the people out there on the planet that, hi Lenny Paul, the people out on the planet that just click videos all the time and don't subscribe to channels, they're not going to look at that, most likely. But the people that do, that are looking for specific channels and keywords and searching, having certain information in your about page is going to pick up on that, especially if you put in tags. Hi, Miss Rebecca. It's like if I was looking up duck hunting. So let's say let's say my husband's talking about looking up duck hunting, and he goes and types in duck hunting. He's going to look for what? What does anybody think he's going to look for if he's not someone that has a YouTube channel or that has a YouTube where he subscribes to people? He's going to look for titles and thumbnails when he's scanning. He's going to go, oh, that's interesting. Oh, I want to look at that. You know what I mean? But there are just as many people who are looking for specific channels to consistently watch. So it's like not filling in a blank, right, Matt? It's like if you don't fill in the blank, you're going to miss out on this group of people. If you don't fill in this blank, you might miss out on this group of people. You just got to fill in the blanks. Hi, Wanda. Yep. Got to make sure you're there for whoever and however people are going to watch your channel. Are they going to watch it on their phone and scan through and go, oh, that's a cool thumbnail. Oh, oh, there's a coyote. Oh, There's Trapper Jay. Oh, there's Daddy Duck. You know, I mean, everybody's saying hi to Wanda, and Miss Judith, and Miss Rebecca. Yeah, I'm going to be here every Monday now, Wanda, from 5 to 7 Central Time. Hi, Half Century Farm. How are you? My voice is kind of squeaky. Oh, that's all about. Probably the weather. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, let me pull up a video real quick. Oh, okay, here's one. So let's say, yeah, 6 to 8 Eastern. I've had to make some of my titles to make them more searchable, and never worry about changing your stuff. That's one thing. If you make a video and it's a year old and you learn, it won't stop raining. Yeah, it's snowing and stuff here. And you learn that, you know, I'd really, if I change that title to this, it might get a little more views, or people might be able to find it easier, or I can add this meta tag or this keyword to the information on that video, and it might get searched. Just because it's an old video doesn't mean people aren't going to watch it. Really, 75, 33, yeah, that's where we're at. We're like in there, Sonny. I don't know, let me see. Oh, I'm lower. Cow. I am 31. Oh no, wait, it's going to update. Come on. I am 30, feels like 23, and it's snowing right now. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can get it to come over. See all the blue? I'm in the middle of that. Right, exactly. So you can only do, nothing good has ever come from changing a video title. Why? I've changed mine before. Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me go to, let's see. I'm trying to remember which ones I've done. Let me get it there. Stop. Do that one. I did. Okay. So let's share the screen. Sorry. Okay. So this is a video. This is the video description of my 2019 Christmas challenge, right? I'm going to pause that. This is a description, and I changed it, okay? Because before, I just put in there, challenge accepted, challenges made. I had nothing else in here. I didn't have my information. I didn't have any tags. I didn't have any of my friends tagged that I had talked about in the video. So I went in and I added, I haven't even done it on all of them yet, but I added all of that information in each one. And I'll probably change it again as time goes on, but this is all my contact information. So if someone goes back and watches this video and they're like, oh, I wonder what the description is, then they can go back in there. And I also tagged Hunting and Stuff with Jane J. Ian's changed his name, and Reap What You Sow. Now in my live streams, if someone comes up on my panel or there's someone that I'm highlighting. Yeah, thumbnails can always be changed. Oh, where's Emma? Gotta go, Mo. Okay. I'll see you later. I'm forgetting to breathe and talking too much. So, let me stop this. So, let's say hunting and stuff with J&J. Hi, Stanley Orchard. Let's say hunting and stuff with J&J, or hey, Michael, or J-Dub, or Ralph come up on my live stream, right? And they're hanging out with me in a live, and we're just chatting and talking. And when I get done with that live stream, I'm going to not only tag if they're over 1,000 subscribers. I can't tag a person unless they're over 1,000 subscribers. I can put their name and their link in there, right? But I can't tag them until they're over 1,000. So if they come up on my live, in my description, I'm going to add a little section that anyone that came up on my panel, I'm going to share their page. Now, the one thing about that is it gives the person that's looking at the video, if they go, and I do have people that go back in, people say, oh, nobody goes back and watches lives. Yes, they do. So, and they look at lives and see what they're talking about and kind of scan through them. Asked why you'd care to read that poem. I finished it because I think it came out pretty good. Check it on JB's. Okay. So I link that person's channel, and if they're over 1,000, then I'll tag them. And if not, I'll wait till they get over 1,000 and go back later in the year and double check, see if people hit 1,000 and tag them, because it actually associates you to them and them to you. So if someone looks up MoHomesteading and they just do a search for MoHomesteading and they scan through, you're going to see my videos. You're going to see Everything Spicy videos because I'm tagged in almost every one of his, and a couple of other people, and then people who actually typed in MoHomesteading. So there's different things that you can put in your descriptions that will help you in searches. You know, if someone searches Everything Spicy, they're going to find me. If someone searches MoHomesteading, they're going to find Everything Spicy, or Ralph, or Trinette Williams, or anybody else that comes up on my panel. If I have put your link in my description, it's going to pop up when they search my name. The video will pop up. So there's little things like that that you can do, and it helps it. Not only does it help the person that comes up on your panel, it'll help you in the long run, but it helps the person on your panel too. So if you're like one of the catfishing channels, and you have 3 people on your channel up on your panel every week, you should be tagging those people with their links in your description every single time, because it will between those people. Yes, absolutely. And the search terms are key. And I'm going to research, Rebecca, I'm going to research that. I did some of that research today, but I think next week I'll talk about metaphiles and how you can find it without YouTube. Yeah. Especially if you're doing something in a live, they will watch it. Right. So if I'm, when I get to the point where I'm doing artwork in a live stream and you're able to listen to me talk and watch a video of me painting, this or that, or, doing stone carving. Well, thanks, Gina. I'm glad. That would be my goal. To a point, at least on the Monday live streams for right now. That's great. You say tag people. Where do you do that? Okay, so in your description, if you put the @ and that person is over 1,000, okay, you put the @ it's just like you tagging somebody in a live stream. Put the @ and their name and their channel, type their name in, their channel will pop up, and you just hit enter. And that lets them know, one, that you've tagged them. Like when I say I'm sharing someone out, and I share someone on my community page, and I hit @ hunting and stuff with J&J, he gets a notification that I tagged him. hey, this person tagged you and shared you out. Or, so you do the @ sign. But if the person is under 1,000, I always put the names, but I also put the actual links to their video page. I think it makes a huge difference. Like you and After 5, if somebody pulls up After 5, they should always find you. If somebody pulls you up, they should always find After 5, because you guys have been on enough of each other's lives to be connected. I try to have something to do in my lives. Yeah. I used to own 3 internet sites, and you can also pay to have certain words boosted above everyone else's so that you come up first for that day in Google. Yeah, but you know what? It's if you want to put the money into it like that. If you're wanting to do that, then that's great. But I don't think that there's a huge amount of people. I've heard people not having success with that at all. So it's a, you know. Well, thanks, Stanley. I'm trying. I just want to do it on a small, I'm not, you weren't here in the beginning, but it's like I don't want to do it from a standpoint of I'm a professional person that knows everything about YouTube. I want to do it from a standpoint of I am a YouTuber. You guys I hang out with all the time. I want you to learn what I'm learning if you don't know. Do clickbait titles and thumbnails? Unfortunately, yes. They will. Now, you may lose some people who hate clickbait titles, but yes, they will. Because you've got to think about the 50 people that you're going to upset with clickbait titles and the 200,000 that are going to click it. So if they're really your friends, they're going to understand what you're doing and doing the clickbait titles right. So it just depends. But if you have good content, you should keep them. Right? Right. Spend a lot of money with little return. Yes, 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours in a 365-day time period. Yes. Agreed, Part Nest. It's best to go ahead, set up all your stuff, because that's what I did when a year or so ago, is I did that whole pre-apply, right? Where you fill it all out, it's all done, and you're just waiting until you hit that number. Now, I think because I did that is why I got that email from YouTube. Now that's an assumption, but I think I got on that low-hanging fruit list of, hey, we're going to make you reapply if you don't get this done now, by this certain date. Yes. Women in bikinis and properly timed photo, yes, they will. Without a doubt. And yeah, that's the world. Yes. Correct, Stanley. I agree to that. Doesn't have to be clickbait, can be sensational, and the difference is the honesty in it. So let's say somebody's blowing up stuff in their backyard, and there's a big explosion. Well, the video is going to be about doing that big explosion, but they may talk about other stuff in that video too. That's funny. Notice women in bikinis and properly timed photo. That's funny. So, you maybe possible. Are you willing to do that, Dub? Really? That's funny. Yeah, but the thing about it is after a while you might not like it, but a million other people will, Part Nest. So it just depends on, just depends on the person that's looking for it. And you've got to think about YouTube is a younger forum. Kids are looking for, certain things, or people my age are looking for certain things, or people in their 30s are looking for certain things. And, yeah, it might. Judith. Yeah. And yeah, I agree, Rebecca. It could happen. Not sure I would even watch that, to be honest. It's funny. But I think going back to the whole basics setup, just, I guess my biggest thing is fill in all the blanks. Follow the steps. Fill in the blanks. Don't leave things undone just because you don't feel like it. Oh, well, I don't want to do my about page. It doesn't make any difference. Yeah, it does. I don't want to put my email in there, or I don't want to go and figure out how to add links because I don't care about that. No, you should. If your channel is going to grow and people want to look at your channel as a professional YouTube channel, you need to fill in the blanks, even if it's one. Because I go look at descriptions all the time. If I go into a description and I don't know where that person is from by looking at their description, it usually is like, I want to know where you're from. Are you in North Carolina? Are you in California? What am I watching? Are you in Missouri? Duck butts. Duck butts. Matt, duck butts. How funny would that be? Come on. They do chicken butts. People do chicken fluffy butts all the time. It should be partners. The other part of that integrity is recognizing it in others. Sometimes that's harder because you think people have integrity and then you find out they don't. That's the sad part. Jada. That's probably good. It's like wearing a Speedo. It's just not the right thing to do. It's bad. That happens. So, do we know it's 6:32 and I put my email in, may about and get asked for it anyway. And you'll notice if you're ever in any live streams, people will go, well, what's your email? It's in my about page, and you have to go look for it because you don't want to put your email in a live stream because you're going to get, people could go, if they really want to go search you out, they will, but the live streams, yeah, always fill it in. Like Captain Obvious in that commercial, right? Oh. I'm going to keep saying that. Fill in the blanks. Read what they ask you to read. Watch the videos they ask you to watch. You may not remember everything they say in every detail, but spam, yeah, you'll get spam. Who else got, I can't see that, Deb, on all their videos as soon as they go up. Thumbs down? Is that a thumbs down picture? Because I can't see it. Bye, Ralph. Have a good day. Thank you. All required contact info. Yep. Fill in the blanks. Thumbs down. I do on my live streams always, and it'll vary from one. Like, where am I at now? It'll vary from 1 thumbs down to 8. It depends on the day. And I have absolutely no reason to understand why, and don't even really care, honestly, because I think there's some people that just go around and put thumbs down on people's stuff. Okay. See you later. Thanks for coming by, Stanley. Well, there's a thumbs up. Hey, Odusan. I don't even know where I'm at. I haven't looked. No views and 1 thumbs down. It's witchcraft. Or it's somebody going around thumbing down that it's their social media job to go thumb down every single outdoor people. Could happen. Or trappers, that they just do it and pick out people on purpose, but they're a subscriber. So, really? Wow, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. Hey, Frontier Survival. I was hanging out in your live stream the other day. I just couldn't chat. Just so everybody knows, if I have you on my list and I'm on my computer, I will always be a lurker and I'll pop in and out, even if I can't chat, because I don't want to disrupt what you have going on if I know I'm going to have to go in the kitchen or go do something else, then come back and catch up. 83 with 26 watching. Yeah, so 3 thumbs down for what? I don't know. But that's okay. Could be people I banned in the past or that aren't allowed on my live stream, or, and that's fine. Doesn't bother me at all. Yes. Yep. That's it, Deb. I get them a lot too. Yeah, and I think it's just, talk to you all later, other friends. Are you leaving, David? It's witchcraft. That's hilarious. Yeah, you might have a troll stalker. Somebody that's stalking you. I need to go look and see if I have everybody on here. No. Gosh, so many messages. Because I know Chunky, I don't think, is going live tonight. I think Fishing with Chad is. Oh, Skidget has a new video out. Oh, Chesapeake Bay is live too. He's funny. He's fishing. Let's see. I'm live. Hey, I'm live. Hi, Raindance Bushcraft. So, how do other channels that go live decide on who are moderators? Okay. Here's my advice. Some channels, in my opinion, don't understand what moderators can do and have access on their channel. So they make people moderators to be nice because people ask, oh, can I be a moderator? Why? I have 10 or 15 people that I know personally or really well that know how I think, what I would moderate, how I would do it. If I give everybody in my channel, even if they're people that I see all the time, there will never be anybody on point. And then you're going to have trolls in there, and then people are going to be delayed getting it. You know what I mean? I am 20 minutes. You are, Matt, in 20 minutes? Okay. If I would have them over for dinner with my family, I would make them a mod. Right. If you're willing to let that person come to your house and hang out in your living room and meet your family, then they would be a mod. This is someone that you would trust to be a mod. Trust not to hurt you on your channel. Right. And the one thing about that, here's the thing you got to understand. Your mods can also say anything they want. So if you have a mod that you trust and you like them, but they're a little over this way or over this way with certain things, or they cuss a lot, that will not get moderated if they're a mod. They can say anything they want and it goes through. It doesn't hit any of the YouTube standards because you've picked them to be someone that's going to be appropriate in your live stream. Like I have a list this big of, yeah, but you almost got taken off the other day because you were using the S word and cussing too much, Josh. And you were that close. But there's a list of block words that you can put on there. Flim Flam and Butterscotch, schnitzers. My daughter used to say schnitzers. And I add to those words all the time. And if someone tries to type in that word, it'll either bring it up, hi cane sample, it'll either bring that up for a moderator to hide it or show it, or it just won't let you put in that comment at all if it has horrible words in there. And I think especially as a channel that's either not quite monetized yet or a really small channel that just got monetized, you have to be careful about what's in your chat, because they do look at it and AI does look at it. The bigger you get, I think the less they watch because they're making so much money. But they want to make sure you're following the rules so that when you do get big, you're still following the rules. You know what I mean? I'm good. I can't take you to dinner at a high-end restaurant, then you can't be a mod. I'm a mod! In other words, you need to be appropriate. So at least, and some channels do and some channels don't, and some mod everybody on the planet and then they regret it later. I've seen so many people that mod people, mod, and then they clear them all. They clear them all. I always tell the story of a friend of mine that he found out that he had over 400 channels blocked where moderators had blocked people, and they were people he knew. So these were real subscribers that were getting blocked. It wasn't just trolls. These were real people, and they were blocking them so that they couldn't come in the chat, or they didn't like them, or something like that. So, happens. And outside with the haze, you can always ask me questions. I'll always answer if I can. Yes, for me it is too. I can't sit, especially early in the morning, and listen to F-bombs and certain, it's just not in my psyche. I'm not that person. Just nonstop F-bombs and craziness and sexual innuendos beyond all. It's fun in certain aspects, but after, especially that early in the morning, I'm like, no. Nighttime streams are nighttime streams. You expect some of them to be a little rowdy. Doesn't mean I don't love those people, but if it gets too rowdy, I just mute it and watch the chat and still support those people, especially if they're OGs. And there are OGs. Everybody has OGs that are their original people. Okay. No, you're fine. I'm going to stay on about another 15, and then I'm going to raid somebody. Hi, Lisa. I don't know who I'm going to raid yet. Might raid Daddy Duck. I might raid. I don't know who all's live. We didn't raid last week. Well, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not that, Joe. It's like when there's every other word is the F word. Yeah. Right. It's my grandkids can't watch if I have somebody up here that is saying all kinds of inappropriate stuff. It just wouldn't happen. And they read very well, so I try to stay as PG as I can anyway. There's nothing wrong with that either. People can do their channels how they want. I am not judging because I will watch everybody. Just depends on the mood or what day it is. What, Rain Dance? The cussing and stuff? Did you really? Did you really, Jimmy? At Target or where? Like little one? Oh, that they're just putting that out there. Okay, live in 15. Oh, okay. Yeah. It just depends. And everybody has the live streams they like to watch. Some of them are fun, some of them aren't. They enjoy the people or they get information from them, and there's nothing wrong with not, it's like I'll go in and listen to Daddy Duck, and I have absolutely no idea about duck hunting or anything like that, but he's always really super informative. Walmart. Really? I need him. If it's anywhere there. I actually want the little bobblehead too, though. I should just get rid of it. Bob Ross plushie. 12 inches tall. It's like that tall. Everyone needs one, Jamie. Right? Everyone should have a Bob Ross bobblehead and a Bob, if you're an artist, and a Bob Ross plushie. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like you can find a way to do that and explain it. Hey, Lance, how are you? You can find a way to do that and explain it and not show it. But there's also people who show it, but you have to do it humanely and have it not be really super gory and understand that it might not get monetized in the long run. Whole shelf full of talking bobbleheads. Really? Little happy trees. Yep. Are you guys not busy at work, Deb? What are you eating for lunch? I'm going to go in and eat. I made chicken and potatoes and corn. Just something real quick. Okay. Yes, sunflower. I won a giveaway on Steve, the Score art glass. I won a giveaway for a sun catcher, and I picked a sunflower one. So he's gonna make me one. Thank you, Ridge Life. Thank you. I saw you guys at the get together down there. That was nice of you. Can somebody share Ridge Life's link? Having stuffed pepper soup. You had to look up Bob Ross Harkness. Oh, he's that artist. Okay. I'll see you later. No problem, Rain Dance. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Carlisle's still here. He was awesome. Bob Ross was awesome. I'm so glad you guys had fun. That's so cool. Yeah, I tried to look around and find, because it said there was like 45 of you guys there. And I went and looked around to see if I could find, videos people put up from going. And on the way back, Southern Blessed Homestead was like messaging me, we're driving through Missouri. Oh, thank you. Timmy Don, you're so nice. Ashley Jackson is the British Bob Ross. Ooh, I'll have to look that up. Working on a Nate. Oh, good. That'll be cool. We love Nate. He's our bud. Hey, John. We can share that out and stuff when you get done. Did you do any videos when you went to the... I haven't even looked. I haven't seen if you did one. Ashley Jackson. I need to remember that. Who's Bob Ross? Hey, Drop. You know who Bob Ross is. Don't you even be silly. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, I think 2 hours is good. I have meetup videos out Wednesday. Cool. I'll go look at them. I figured it'd take everybody a few days after they got back. And tracking videos, we do not show any dispatches or blood. Yeah. See, some people already got them loaded. Tag, done. They were just, the little, if they were little ones. I tried to find people live stream, but there wasn't too many that I knew that were live streaming. Like, I think out of the list, I only knew like 5, maybe 6. I need to go check the list. I think I noticed that, Joe. I think that's a smart thing to do. I think it makes it less. And now, if you go, there's a blur function. If anybody didn't know that, there's a new thing in editing your video that you can do in YouTube Studio where, no, he wasn't. Seen Red Fox in the Woods tonight, had him in the sides. Aww. But you can blur. You can either blur out faces or blur out specific things. I've had good luck getting YouTube to reconsider my videos. I even got one through dispatching. See, I wondered if yours were going to go through on the chickens. I wondered. Because I watch those. Did the ones go through on the chickens? Go live for spending the weekend at Bernie's. My friends are so funny. Trevor J was like, why does she always laugh at my comments? Because you're funny. Take heart. If I can get it, I will. How do you blur things? Lisa, if you go into the YouTube Studio, they have a new video on it on the how-to, but it's in the editor. It's in the editor for editing. Like if you go to videos, go to specific video, it should have a drop, or go to analytics for that video, and and then there should be a drop down that says edit, and you can go into there and there's a blur function, but they just put a new video out on it. Take your glasses off. Yeah, and I think that's part of it too. Okay, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. And that's another thing. So I'll throw that out there. If you become monetized and people super chat you, linking them, the people who super chatted, linking them if they, are a channel in your description also helps those people. Rich Life, they were bunnies. Oh yeah. I've heard zeros, niche, nada from YouTube yet. Did they say, oh, we'd get an email? Did something change in your studio? Okay, I'm glad. That was good. Coming back for more later. That was funny. My Homestead Aquarius. Yeah, we're gonna go raid somebody in a minute. Daddy Duck or somebody. I usually try to put 2 options out there for rating, just because some people are, might be more interested in the other. Because I have so many different options with people, and I know there's. Who do I still have that's a mod? I might have to do it myself, unless John's here. Let's see. Daddy Duck's live. Oh, bummer. Shortchanged me today, only 2. No, nothing. It still has me at $38.95. Not sure. I thought it would have an update today. Interesting. If you look at when you first go into your analytics, Foxy, I do too, Carlisle. If you go into your analytics and you change it to 365, and then you go to the hours on your computer, and you go to hours, and you go down on the little graph, look at the date that's over there on the graph, because that's where they're updated through. So if it was yesterday, then you're updated through yesterday. That's my understanding of it when I was watching it. Okay, Daddy Duck, are you live yet? Go live. Right. And then it's over and it's quick. That's really good advice, Judith. I don't think I can see. So I'm pretty sure at 7. Okay, Daddy Duck is live. Phone says 4100. Okay, yeah. Let me see. Foxy, do I have you as a mod? Probably don't, do I? I have to look at that. Okay, everybody bear with me 1 second. I'm going to get us Daddy Duck. Oh, Ojisan is live too. So there's a couple, and this isn't to diminish Daddy Duck. There's a couple of people live right now. Ojisan is live, and he is painting. And I'm going to put his link in there and Daddy Duck's. And I think Chad is too, but I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Let's see. Ojisan. No, I don't see Chad. Let me get Daddy Duck's. Okay, there's Daddy Duck's. Copy. Can you get Ojisan's? I got Daddy Ducks. If you can get Ojisan's link that he's live right now, so people have a couple of options. If you go raid these people, just tell them I sent you. Because I am going to shut this down and eat some food because I haven't had any dinner yet. Daddy Duck. This is Daddy Duck's channel, and he is one of the most, I'm going to say the most informative I've seen. Hopefully that worked. And you guys can click that link if I did it right. I don't think we can hunt them, but it would be cool to see them. Yeah, he's very knowledgeable. What would I do? Right, it's hand completely. If you can't, Boxy, don't worry about it. I just don't think I can do it very well from StreamYard. It makes it kind of messy. And if everybody in here doesn't have Carlisle, go get Carlisle. Just saying. My analytics okay. My phone says 41. It hasn't updated yet. It has to be that. So Okay, so I'm just going to say bye to everybody, and hopefully that pops in there, and we can get Ojisan's World, and Daddy Duck, and pick whichever way you want to go. And I'll probably go to both. I'll shut this down, go grab my food, and go into everybody's when I get in the living room. And I want to thank everybody for coming in today. I know we've only got 16 people hanging out now, but at one point we had 40, and it was a thank you, Boxy. And so pick one and go visit those people. And hopefully I'll start getting a solid schedule down. And bye, Park Nest. Hi, Go Fish. We're actually leaving. We're going to either go to Ojisan or Daddy Duck. Yeah, that's awesome. It was good. I've been on for about 2 hours. But thank you for everybody that came in. And we'll do this again next week, or I may do another one later on in the week. And I will see you guys all around. Yes, illegal. 2 hours I was live. 2, dos. Go to Daddy Ducks or Ojisan's. That's the only 2 I know right now. But I'll see you guys. Okay. I'll see you guys. I need to go eat food. Love you guys. Bye. My half century farm. Bye, guys.